టెస్ట్ చేస్తుంది.
అనుకుంటున్నా కావడం ఏమైంది ఇదంతా వదిలిస్తే ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. నా బ్యాటరీ వీక్ కదా, కావాలంటే కూర్చోలేనట్టు కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ వచ్చారా.
Okay, I hope my voice is audible. I want everyone to mute your calls. Today we are going to discuss the question paper. Okay, and here kuchara Raja. Just give me a second. Just I'll be starting in 2 minutes. I hope my voice is audible to everyone. I hope my voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, give me 2 minutes. It's there to 24.
ఇడ్లీ వేణా చాడు 2 ఇడ్లీ అది వచ్చా నిమే 2 ఇడ్లీ.
I want to mute. I want people to mute their calls. Is my voice audible? I have unmuted the calls. I would like to share the document.
సార్ చంద్ర సార్ బాగున్నారు సార్?
బాగున్నానండి, మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
క్లాస్ తీసుకోలేదు సార్.
అదే నాకు అంటే లేట్ గా అదే ఇవాళ ఇచ్చారు నాకు షెడ్యూల్. షెడ్యూల్ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ డిస్కషన్ వేరే వాళ్ళు చేస్తారంట కదా, నాకు షెడ్యూల్ ఇవాళ వేరే సార్ చేస్తున్నారు. నాకు షెడ్యూల్ ఇవాళ ఇచ్చారు. సో just a second. స్క్రీన్ షేర్ అయిందండి? స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేసిన స్క్రీన్ షేర్ అయిందా?
అయింది సార్.
అయింది కదా. సో నార్మల్లీ we are looking into, మీకు ఏం కనిపిస్తుంది? ఈ డాక్యుమెంట్ కనిపిస్తుందా క్లియర్ గా?
yes sir.
డాక్యుమెంట్ సెక్షన్ ఏ కనిపిస్తుందా? సెక్షన్ ఏ ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ చదవండి ఎవరైనా. ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్,
explain the key climate of safety and health management with knee diagram.
okay సో ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ వాడు ఏం అడుగుతున్నాడంటే అండి, హీ ఈస్ ఆస్కింగ్ అబౌట్ ద కీ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ సేఫ్టీ అండ్ హెల్త్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ సిస్టమ్ విత్ నీడ్ డయాగ్రామ్. సో when we about to put a diagram, first thing is to this question we'll be placing the diagram with 7 steps. Okay, normal key elements of management system ante not in an elaborate way, in a simple way, it is PDCA cycle ante. PDCA ante plan to check act cycle. Okay. So నాకు నాయిస్ వస్తుంది, ఎవరో నాకు మ్యూట్ చేయలేదు అందరూ. ఐఎమ్ గెటింగ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ నాయిస్. I'm getting a lot of noise. See, I want everyone to mute their calls. I want everyone to mute their calls. Say, I want everyone to mute their calls. Okay. So first thing when we discuss about safety and health management system, the key elements are plan, do, check, and act. Okay. So when we under planning, we have two different parts like policy and organizing. Okay. So what is meant by policy? Policy is a management commitment. Okay. So first thing is policy, second one is organizing. The two comes under planning. Okay. So first one, policy, organizing. Okay. Third one is planning and implementation. 4, evaluation. 5, auditing. 6, action for improvement. And 7th will be continual improvement. Is 7 first before going into the topic, sorry, before writing an answer, first you have to lay these 7 principles. What are the 7 principles? What are the 7 key elements? The 7 key elements are policy, organizing, planning and implementation, evaluation, auditing, okay, action for improvement, and continual improvement. So policy వచ్చేసరికి ఏంటి మనకి, what is here we'll write regarding the safety policy. Okay, fine. We'll write our subject, I mean our main motto is to write regarding safety policy. Okay. So out of 7 key
Sir,
elements,
voice
first
cut
element is
off
policy. ఇప్పుడు వస్తుందా? Out of 7 key elements, okay, first one is policy. Okay. So policy is a management commitment అన్నమాట. ఏ సేఫ్టీ పాలసీ అంటే ఏంటంటే ఇట్స్ ఏ మేనేజ్మెంట్ కమిట్మెంట్ that shows and
Ashwin,
every manager.
one second, sir. Ashwin and Venkatrama, please mute your call.
Ashwin, okay. Okay.
Sir, sound clarity లేదు సార్.
డాక్యుమెంట్ జూమ్ చేయమంటారా? డాక్యుమెంట్ క్లారిటీ లేదా?
డాక్యుమెంట్ ప్రాబ్లం కాదు సార్, సౌండ్ సార్, సౌండ్.
ఒక్క నిమిషం. Okay. So here we have policy. First thing we are discussing about policy, no? Policy means like it's a management commitment towards safety. The management says that it is committed to safety aspects of the people. It is committed that it has identified all the safety hazards in the company, and then it is the main objective of the company is being delivered in the policy. Okay. So organizing, the second one is organizing. So when you're talking about organizing, we are dealing with the organization's chart, means who are involved, like what is the size of the safety organization, like who, like from head to how many assistant managers, how many managers, and how many stewards, how many fire technicians are there. Okay. And how the roles and responsibilities are delegated to different people. Okay. So that comes under organizing. So policy and organizing, these two comes under planning part. Okay. So why I'm relating is so that you will have a clear idea. What first thing, when key elements are being discussed, first you have to write plan to check act. So under plan you will write policy and organizing. While doing, you will write planning and implementation. So in organizing they'll have a different delegations and different roles and responsibility of the people who has to do something, like what are the roles and responsibility of different people. Okay. So just a second. Okay, so for example, the senior manager people lay the plans, okay, lay the SOPs, and the assistant manager or the people who are working on the ground level will execute it. Okay, so the planning part, uh, it is uh, an arrangement to achieve some targets. Okay, in planning and implementation, which we are talking about the third key element. So planning and implementation will achieve uh, planning and implementation. We will achieve the targets. So what are the targets? To the targets is to lay the policy. The target is to identify the hazards. Okay, so the detailed information on the work activities will be planned, and what kind of actions to be taken will be uh, into consideration, and they will be implementing the planned activities. Okay, so coming to evaluation, so whether the planning has what we have planned, whether it is evaluation means whether it is being executed in a proper way or not. What is the way of evaluation? So risk assessment is one of the way of uh, evaluating the safety standards, safety scores here, and also different kinds of evaluations can be done. Okay, how safety standards or safety and health management can be evaluated? It can be evaluated by cross checking in quantitative and qualitative analysis. Okay, call it quantitative means he can evaluate by uh, doing by cross checking with SOPs and checklists. Okay, and also quantitative analysis means the evaluation can be done by risk assessments. Okay, in that way you will write the evaluation part. So what you will write, the evaluation will be done in two different ways: quantitative and qualitative evaluation, in which the planning and implementation stage are being cross checked, and the stages and the performance of the safety and health management system will be evaluated and rastered. Okay,
Excuse me.
please tell me.
So we are getting your PDF view only. Are you telling in some other?
No, I'm telling only. No, I'm not telling. I'm just framing what I am just. I'm not sharing any. I'm not seeing any document. Overall view. I'm saying that's it. Okay.
Okay then.
Only PDF I'm sharing. Okay. So usually what I've discussed it with the previous classes, like regarding this safety management. This is a question paper discussion in which in previous classes I have discussed most of the topics which are present here. Okay, so this is the general way of discussion. It's not a presentation slide wise. Okay, so I'm just trying to deliver you how to write in exam. Okay, so you will write the key elements, 7 key elements, and you will explain 7 key elements in a proper way. Okay, fine. So auditing evaluation is we will evaluate the performance of safety management system. Okay, so it could be proactive also. Evaluation can be proactive, and there are different kinds of evaluation methods. What I've told you, you can compare you can record the unsafe conditions, you can record unsafe actions. Okay, month wise, and you can also compare with the other one. Not only unsafe actions, unsafe conditions, near misses, everything you can evaluate. Okay, evaluate. I mean, you can compare. Okay, so in that way, what you can do, you can evaluate the safety performance. Okay. So what coming to the after evaluation, what are the four points we have discussed until now? Policy, organizing, what we discussed, planning and implementations, right? Evaluation, auditing, evaluation we have discussed, and we have an auditing action. See, you can remember like okay, no need to remember in shortcuts. First two you can remember as planning. Okay, or policy and organizing is planning stage. Okay, policy and organizing is in planning stage. So planning and implementation. Please tell me. Tell me, please. Okay, planning and implementation is in doing stage. So evaluation and auditing will be in what from evaluation and auditing. What we are doing, we are just checking what it is, what is happening. So what is the status of safety statistics? Okay, the thing is we'll evaluate the safety unsafe conditions of this month, safety unsafe conditions, actions, near miss, CIRs, or incidents, property damages of one. Every month we will have a backup and data, and we'll compare with the other months so that the evaluation will be done. Okay, auditing. So the fifth part goes with auditing. So audit means, what do you mean by audit? Systematic approach to it's a systematic approach for identifying the existing standards. Say, or every department, every company will have some existing standards. Safety audit is a systematic approach to identify the laid out standards and to bring out the any deviations out of what it is existing or what it is in progress. Okay, that comes under safety audit. Okay, so there is a step-by-step processes of safety audit. Like the safety audit can be done in different types. Okay, but when you are writing this as a key element, when you're writing as for the audit, you will be writing as the audit will be the main purpose is to identify the weakness and changes in health and safety management system. Okay, and
Sir,
what it can do, the audit can tell me.
risk assessment under which part plan do check air. This is
Risk,
for where
tell me now, you tell me, like risk assessment, it will come under which part? See, we have discussed
Sir, voice
we
is
have
not
discussed
clear.
regarding policy, organizing, planning and implement. We have discussed about policy, organizing, planning and implementation, evaluation, right? So in evaluation part, the risk assessment will be coming. Okay, evaluation, what we do, your question is at what part the risk assessment will be coming, right? So risk assessment will be coming in planning and implementation and also evaluation. Okay, so after doing the risk assessment, the SOPs are prepared. Okay, usually the SOP is prepared after risk assessment. Okay, the standard operating procedures of anything can be prepared only after risk assessment. So it will be a backup for SOP, standard operating procedures. So it will be under planning and implementation stage and also in evaluation stage where we do risk assessment. Okay,
then
so
plan in that in plan this risk assessment did.
yes, because why in planning the risk assessment should be done? Because sometimes if it is a new change in the process, okay, we'll do HAZOP analysis. Yes or no? HAZOP. So hazard operability study. It is a one kind of risk assessment. So evaluation risk assessment, when you're giving the risk matrix, when you're giving the risk matrix or risk rating, then evaluation part comes. So here you go with evaluation, audit, and then action for implement. After audit is been done, the action for implement. So in what are the stages the actions to be taken and what are the stages where we are lagging? Okay, will be identified, and then targets are set to improve the safety standards in the company. That comes under actions for improvement. Okay, so he's asking about safety plans, right? He's asking about safety plans. Explain the different types of safety plans. So before going to safety plans, I would like to say, what is safety plan? First, we have to understand what is safety plan. So actually, every company has a hazards, right? Every company has different kinds of work activities and different hazards, right? Okay. So here, the safety plan is nothing but like every. Okay, I want. Is there anything you want to ask, or shall I mute your call? Yes, tell me. Is there any doubt? Okay. Safety plan is a written. See, it's a written document actually. Okay. First thing is every company what we have different different work activities going on in different departments, right? So safety plan is a document or whatever you can call it as a file. Okay. It in that it the identification of physical and health hazards will be incorporated. Okay. And he will be like if in if some kind of harm or some kind of deviation in the work happens, so what is the procedures to be followed will be written in that safety plan. Okay, so you can also take SOPs as a safety plan document. So why? Because with the SOPs the every system and every work will be done in a particular manner. It will be done step by step way without deviating the process. So why the safety plan is required? So to keep the organization very safe. Okay, in order to keep the organization safe, in order to keep the activities properly running without deviating any safety procedures, the safety plan is required. Okay, so there are different. Just a minute. There are different kinds of safety plans. Usually, they are different. These safety plans are written in different ways, but usually, what we do in companies, when if you are having an audit, what are the required documents he will ask you to show? He'll ask you to show the relevant risk assessment of the company. What is the different? He's asking that what is the different types of safety plans. You can go with basic safety plans consist of developing of policies. Okay, you can write it on your own. Policies will be developing at the beginning of any system, any organization. That also comes under basic safety plan element. Okay, so after developing the policies, the roles and responsibilities of the persons are identified, like organization, and then all the hazards, they will identify the hazards in the companies, right? So that is also one of the safety plan. So there will be a plan is a set of rules, like policy or goal statements or list of responsibilities. Okay, so who is responsible for what? Okay, that can be included in safety plan or hazard identification, and all the workplaces are to be identified with relevant hazards. Okay, and how the controls are there, how they are doing the safe practices comes under basic safety plans. Okay, these are the basic safety plans. And the when we go further, if we asking like different types, right? So you can also include like emergency response plan, ERP. Okay, employees trainings and communication on safety aspects, that also you can add in terms of safety plan. Okay, so when we are talking about safety plans, it's a systematic documented information that should be kept in a company in order to prevent the workers from injuries or ill health, or in order to prevent the operation to deviation from the deviation of standard operating procedures. So what will have the basic safety plans are we can develop the policies, you can develop the list of persons who are responsible to implement safety in that plan, and all the work areas. I told you, no, all work areas should be identified and hazard identification should be done. Okay, so after that, in addition to that, after the hazard identification, as a safety officer, what is the basic thing you people do? ఒక hazard identify చేశారు, like ఒక hazard identify చేశారు, what is the basic things you will do as a safety officer? After identifying the hazard, G C G, After identifying the hazard, what is the basic thing you'll do? You'll find out the control measure. Yes, you'll assess the risk. You'll assess the risk. What is the risk అనేది assess చేస్తారు. దాని తర్వాత what we'll do hazard control. We'll give the controls of particular hazards, and we'll ensure the safe practices. That is also a safety plan. Okay, so safety plan includes the systematic documented information, hazard identification, risk assessments, control measures. Okay, ERPs are emergency response plans. Okay, and then also we'll have employees training and communication, and also record. We'll also have record keeping. Okay. So
can we mention EHS policy, CSM, and 5S?
Yes.
5S
Plans,
also can you mention?
policies 5S you can mention. Yes, you can mention, because it is also a procedure to implement safety standards, right? Any procedure or relevant document which is which is having is. Please talk to me again. Please tell me again.
Can we mention lean daily operation management, LDM?
What is that? What is that?
Lean daily operation management.
What do you
LDM.
mean by lean? What do you mean by lean daily?
We need to identify waste elimination to be identified. Waste to be identified, and it should be eliminated through proper procedure.
Okay, that is the disposable methods you are talking about. You're talking about the disposable methods. Okay, that will not come under. It will come under the environmental plans. Okay, so what kind of waste should be identified? Whether it is a waste, what kind of waste, solid, liquid, or wet, or what kind of waste, how it should be disposed. Again, that all comes under environmental plans. So identification of waste, if it is giving any hazardous environment to the workers, again it can come under the safety aspect. Okay, fine.
Can we mention about mock drills?
You can mention mock drills, but the mock drills will be a part of emergency response plan, right? ERP. Yes or no? All the different kinds of mock drills and the roles and responsibility of the respective persons will be in ERP. Actually, okay. So that is the relevant documents what you are going to take. So if in general, what are the different types? We will consolidate, like we'll put it together all our ideas. The basic types safety plans will be policies or development of 5S. What it is came from the discussion. And we'll say hazard identifications, risk assessments, control measures, ERPs, yes or no, and trainings and communication. How you are promoting safety or can be a safety plan. And ఒక safety issues ni how you are promoting to the persons will also can be taken as a safety plan, and also record keeping. Like we have discussed previously, right? That all the unsafe actions, conditions, everything will be records can be kept. Okay. And it will be useful for comparison of safety systems. Okay, fine. So what he's saying, this third one is a general question actually. 10 qualities of good leader is saying. You can just say a good leader means the question should be related to safety. Okay, you cannot say a leader like a politician. It's not like that. The relevant answer should be like you should have a good safety leader. What he's mentioning, what he's about to ask is state any 10 qualities of good leader. Okay, first thing is usually we say commitments, like any leader should have a commitment. First thing is commitment, and he should have a commitment of doing something. Okay, so commitment to safety, you can say first thing is commitment to safety. Okay, it is well known and proven, like all the leaders are committed to safety. What do you mean by commitment to safety? You should have a good safety culture within him. Okay, to improve the organization. అంటే నేను ఇప్పుడు ఒక కంపెనీకి వెళ్ళాను అనుకోండి, I should have a safety attitude. So I should have good commitment to safety so that I can become a good leader. Okay. And, if I want to, deliver this commitment, what I'll do? If I want to deliver this commitment through, if I want to deliver this commitment, so what I'll do? I will just show it in my behavior. Yes or no? I'll show it in my behavior, and also what I'll do? Okay. Uh, I'll take the decision based on my behavior, and the commitment of the safety leader should always be like, he should always uh, be in the workplace in such a way that uh, he should be properly knowledgeable. He should have a commitment of improving the safety standards in the company, and also he should have a good communication skills, and he should be committed towards his work. He should not deviate his objectives or targets away from the workplace. Okay, that is the main thing. I'm getting lot of I don't know, my internet is running very slow. Oh, I'm sorry, my okay. So the workplace needs to build, and the workforce. Okay, the workforce or the working employees should believe in the safety leader. That is what the commitment to safety. Okay, it's actually this kind of questions they may not give, but it is there in the paper, so I'm discussing. So if there it's a generalized question, he didn't mention any safety there, but you should take it as commitment to safety there. Okay, and the other there are different qualities he's saying, right? He's saying about different qualities, right? So commitment, what is the wait? I'll just have a quick look. Okay, so questioning is also a one of the quality which the safety leader should have. Okay, so what is being meant by questioning? You should ask the relevant questions to people who are not working or who are working in a improper manner. Okay, and the third point can be a listening. Okay, you can listen, be a good listener of what people are saying and what are the activities they are about to perform. Okay, and what are the causes of unsafe conditions. You have to be a good listener. See, the best example is I'm working in a company which is in logistic industries. Usually, like there in our there will be different crane operators, lift and lashers, different kind of people. If we can go to them and listen, and if you can ask them and have a general communication, okay, in that manner, in that communication, you will get lot of inputs from there. What are the deviations in the system? So when there is a deviations in the system, you can have a clarity on what are the systems to be improved. So a good leader can be he should be committed to safety. He should have a good ability to question. He should be a good listener. Okay, he should be accountable, and or he should be behaving like a leader. Okay, and he should have proper standards, and the standards should be implemented in the field. Okay, and also you can add a final word called integrity. Integrity means like you should have collaborative approach to all the aspects and health and safety of the workplace. Okay, fine. And the five leadership styles he's saying, see, styles means like usually in MBA, and when people do MBA and all, they have a few leadership styles. When they have MBA, but here when if you're comparing that styles to our safety, I'm going to say some few leadership styles like authorization, స్టైల్, పార్టిసిపేటివ్ స్టైల్, డెలిగేటివ్ అండ్ ట్రాన్సాక్షనల్ ఉంటాయండి. ఆథరైజేషన్ అంటే సారీ, అథారిటేరియన్ అంటారు ఫస్ట్. అథారిటేరియన్, పార్టిసిపేటివ్, డెలిగేటివ్ అండ్ ట్రాన్సాక్షనల్ అంటారు. 4 ఉంటాయి. అంటే ఏపీడిటి అని మీరు గుర్తుంచుకున్నాను, లైక్ వెన్ వీ యూస్ టు డూ. బట్ వెన్ యూఆర్ రిలేటింగ్ అండ్ కంపేరింగ్ ఇట్ విత్ సేఫ్టీ, you should compare it with in a form of safety officer or safety department activities. Okay, styles అన్నప్పుడు 5 స్టైల్స్ అన్నారు కదా. అది వాట్ యాజ్ ఫార్ యాజ్ ఐ నో 4 స్టైల్స్. అథారిటేరియన్ అంటే ఒక అథారిటీ చూపించి, లైక్ బై షోయింగ్ అథారిటీ ఆఫ్ ద subordinates you will get the works done అన్నమాట. Okay, if you want to implement safety standards in the company, if you want to send 3 assistant managers on field and ask them to cross check the safety aspects in field, you can say by commanding, or you can say by giving a order. Okay, సెకండ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ లీడర్షిప్ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే అండి, స్టైల్ పార్టిసిపేటివ్ అని ఉంటుంది అనమాట. పార్టిసిపేటివ్ అంటే వాళ్ళతో పాటు నేను కూడా వెళ్తాను. నేను బాస్ అనుకోండి, ఐఎమ్ ద బాస్, ఐ విల్ గో అలాంగ్ విత్ మై సబార్డినేట్, ఐ విల్ పార్టిసిపేట్ ఇన్ దట్ ఆస్పెక్ట్స్. ఓకే, అండ్ డెలిగేటివ్ లీడర్షిప్ అంటే నాకున్నది, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నా బాస్ నాకు ఒక వర్క్ ఇచ్చాడు, నేను కింద వాళ్ళకి డెలిగేట్ చేస్తాను అనమాట. అది వన్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టైల్. ఓకే, తర్వాత ట్రాన్సాక్షనల్ అంటారు. ట్రాన్సాక్షనల్ అంటే యాక్చువల్గా it is not advisable, but it will be done through giving memos, punishments, అలా ఉంటుంది అనమాట. గివ్ అండ్ టేక్ లీడర్షిప్ అలా ఉంటుంది. బట్ ట్రాన్సాక్షనల్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఏ అడ్వైజబుల్, బట్ యూజువల్లీ పీపుల్ గో విత్ పార్టిసిపేటివ్ అండ్ డెలిగేటివ్ లీడర్షిప్స్. ఓకే, అది 4 స్టైల్స్ వాట్ ఐ నో. ఐఎమ్ లైక్ ఫిఫ్త్ స్టైల్ మేబీ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషనల్ అని ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. మేబీ ఫిఫ్త్ వన్ ఈస్ దట్, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ టు ఎంకరేజ్ ద ఎంప్లాయీస్ ఇన్ డిఫరెంట్ manners. By encouraging them, the transformational leadership will be, and behavioral based safety improve చేయడానికి ఆ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషనల్ లీడర్షిప్ అనేది వాడతాడు. ఓకే, సో డిఫరెంట్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ ప్యాటర్న్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి మనకి డిఫరెంట్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ ప్యాటర్న్స్. వాట్ ఆర్ ద డిఫరెంట్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ ప్యాటర్న్స్ అండి? జనరల్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ ప్యాటర్న్స్ ఏంటి? మరి డెప్త్ అంటే నార్మల్గా ప్యాసివ్ కమ్యూనికేషన్, అగ్రెసివ్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ అని అంటారు. What are the general communication patterns? Explain different communication patterns through workplace in terms of safety communication patterns. Elaga? Through walkie-talkie, okay? Through mail communication, okay? Group communications, toolbox talks communication. They are different kinds of communication patterns. Why? Through training is one of the communication pattern. Avuna? General ga rayandi. Like we see, there in books they will say words called aggressive communication and passive communication. Is no need to write it that way. Okay, explain different communication patterns in terms of safety. When how you are communicating safety to different people. ఏ పట్టుకున్నావా అసలు? ఏ పట్టుకోలేదా? Okay, so it should be like that. And fine. So general fine. We are saying about communication. Fine. So what are the general communication patterns? And how you will communicate safety through in the department? How you will communicate the safety standards in the overall company? You will communicate through mails. You will communicate through toolbox talks. You will communicate through trainings. You will communicate through walkies. Different kinds of communication. You will communicate through pep talks. On field jariginu cheptanu. Okay, don't need to write detailed version like how you are going to communicate and all. These are the basic ways how you are communicating the safety to employees, and then you can write elaborately of each and every communication in a proper way. Okay.
So can we use banner also there, sir? Poster and banner.
Please tell. Yes. By promoting safety, safety, CSR activities, that also comes under communication patterns. Okay.
Can we include signage?
So